Hi, this is Anthony, and this is the xcart Gold walkthrough series of videos showing you how to use xcart for managing your online e-commerce sales. I'm going to start here with orders. I'm going to show you how to look up orders and manage orders with an eye on security, thinking about security as we do so. So we click on orders here. The xcart orders system is a little clunky. A lot of things in xcart, like managing products, managing categories, managing orders, and so on, seems to want to start with a search to narrow down. And this is just because there's so many orders in the system that it can get very ungainly and unwieldy if you try to list everything all the time. So the programmers of this product are really trying to get you to narrow down, to like a specific date or a specific, like with products, you're looking for a product that contains a specific search string or what have you. In this case, we just won't worry about it. We'll just pick all dates. But what you can do is you can select all the orders this month, all the orders this week, all the orders today, all the orders from a date to a date, and so on. There's also more search options that you can choose. You can look for orders that have a certain dollar total, or have a certain product or a certain customer, and so on. Those are pretty self-explanatory, so I won't spend a great deal of time on those, but on the search. But we'll just go ahead and select all dates up here. And so we'll search, and this is now going to do a search for orders that are in the system. What you'll notice here is that it will tell you on each order the numbers are ordered sequentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, starting at the bottom. So the oldest one is at the bottom of the list. The order tells you the order number, which is what you should click on if you want to go see that order. It has a status, which can be changed right here. And so we can actually update this order right here. Let's say we can update it to back ordered, and we can update the status, and it will change the status on that order to back ordered. You can do several of them at the same time if you want, like that. We can change them all back. The value of the statuses is that any users who have created an account when they checked out with their first order, if they chose the option, if they filled in a username and a password while they were filling out all of their contact info and their billing info, then they can log in later on the order, and they can see what that status is checked to or is set to. And so if you set the status to back ordered, then they'll see that. Or if you set it to processed, then they'll see that it was processed, and it can give them a little feedback what's going on with their order. You'll notice here that we have the customer name, the date that the order was placed, and then the dollar total of the order. Right here, one thing that I want to warn you about is that if you click on the name, because it's kind of the widest thing in this space, it's very tempting to click on it. It doesn't actually take you to the order. It takes you to the user information for that order. So it takes you to the customer contact information of the person who placed that order, not to the order itself. And so we can go back there, and so if you want to go see the order, you have to click on either the order number or the total. Either one will get you in there. I find the order number the easiest. And what you'll see here is that we have the order details for this order. What's really nice about the newer versions of xcart like this is that it will let you print the order, and it will just show you the order details here like this, for just like a very simple order details, or it will let you print the full invoice that the client would see. And I think that for most of the ones that I've worked with, that's actually the simplest to work with, is the full invoice, as you can print that off and hand that to the shipping person to process it. So I think that that's a pretty slick feature. If you click here on this guy, it will take you to the actual product as a reminder. It'll tell you the SKU of the product that you set when you created the product. It'll tell you can ignore the provider. The provider is always master in this case. Some xcarts can have multiple providers. Most don't. This is the price of the item, and then what the quantity was that they ordered. And then it will tell you how they paid, credit card, how they wanted it shipped, what the subtotal was, 8 times 2 is 16, and then what the shipping cost was for that item. So in this case it's $9 for UPS standard, so it's a $25 total. Tells you the billing information, the shipping information, and the contact information that they put in. So it'll pretty much, I think phone and email are required. Fax and website are not required. So you'll always have their phone number and their email address. And then this customer notes, these are any notes that they filled in when they placed the order. You can also change the status here. And when you ship the order, if you paste the tracking number into this field, then again when they log in, not only can they see the status, they can also see that tracking number, and then they can put that into the UPS or USPS website and find out where their package is. Something to be aware of on these manual credit card systems is that it will place the credit card info right here in this field. A good idea, the best idea, is that after you process an order, after you've printed off the paperwork and stored it in a locked, secured filing cabinet, the best thing to do is to delete the order out of the system. That's the safest to do, and it's the most compliant with the payment card industry data security standards. The other approach that you can take, if you'd like to leave the order but you don't want the credit card information stored on the web server, is that you can go into edit mode here and you can actually remove the parts of it that are dangerous, and you can just go right here and just save the last 4 digits. So you know it was Visa and the last 4 digits, and then when you click apply changes, it will save all that. I'll just show you here. We'll put in a fake tracking number, apply changes, there's our tracking number, and so you can still have the last 4 digits if you needed to call the client on the phone and refer to the order. And then that's it. You can put notes in the order for other people in your organization. They're not visible to the customer. Most people don't really use them very much. And then, of course, you can go back. We'll go back here to order management, and you can go back to the search there, and you can, of course, delete an order completely by just deleting selected. So we'll just we can delete that one, or let's delete this number 3 here. We can delete that. We're almost out of time here. It'll ask you if you really do want to delete it. And that's it for this demo. So that's orders management and xCart Gold. We'll be doing some more walkthroughs of different sections. And I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you very much.